At midnight, the river stood up, not waves, not mist. The entire body of water lifted itself from the earth, tearing free of its banks with a wet, grinding sound like joints being pulled from sockets. By day, the river vale was narrow and obedient, a silver vein cutting through the plains. By night, it remembered something older. The first sign was the shoreline moving. Stones slid uphill, reeds bent inward. Then the water rose in columns, folding into shapes that mimicked limbs. Thick, dragging arms made of flowing black, legs that slapped wetly against the ground, yet never lost their liquid form. Faces formed on the surface. Hundreds of them. They were pale and stretched, features smoothed by endless drowning. Eyes bulged just beneath the surface film, mouths opening and closing soundlessly as water rushed in and out. Hair floated around them like weeds, tangling together into crawling mats that pulled themselves forward. The river was walking. Where it passed, the ground drowned. Grass sagged and turned gray, soil liquefying into sucking mud. Animals caught in its path collapsed, lungs filling instantly, though no water entered their mouths. Their bodies were left standing, upright and rigid, eyes clouded white. From within the moving river emerged the undertaken. These were shapes with just enough structure to walk, torsos of compacted silt, limbs reinforced with bone and debris, ribs visible through transparent currents. Their heads were wrong, elongated and slack, faces pressed outward as if trying to escape the water that was their skin. They hunted the living shoreward. One touched a man's chest. The contact left no wound, only frost. His breath hitched, then stopped, lungs heavy as stone. When he fell, the river bent down and drank his last reflection from his eyes. The elders tried to flee to high ground. The river followed. It split itself, flowing uphill in branching paths, surrounding camps, climbing rocks in slow, deliberate cascades. Bells rang uselessly. Fire hissed and died. At the river's heart rose the current king, a towering column of water wrapped around a massive, eroded skull. Its jaw gaped permanently, packed with river stones carved smooth by centuries of screaming mouths. Inside its chest, drowned hearts beat weakly, trapped in endless circulation. When dawn came, the river lay back down. It returned to its bed, calm and narrow once more. But the land was changed. Villages stood where watermarks stained walls far above head height. Bodies remained dry yet drowned. And every night since, people hear footsteps made of sloshing water because the river remembers the way to walk.